Good evening and welcome. I'm Shashi Dhar, your host, and I welcome you all to the DHV Spirituality and Healing Meet. And today we have the agenda as the sixth limb of Ashtanga Yoga, which is Dharana. In the last two sessions, we have covered on Pratyahara, which is turning your mind inwards, and looking into your inside world of Man, Buddhi, Chit, Ahankar, and saying where are the vikars coming in from and how do you handle the vikars so that you are more in control of your life. So that's what we were looking at, right? So anybody having any kind of questions on Pratyahar that we did in the last two sessions? Anything not clear? Any questions? Anything you would like to share? Please go ahead. And then we move on with the agenda for today's session. Yes, any questions? And Amitji, I hope my sound and video are clear. So the net.
Yes, it is clear. I'm kind of a little mute because my physiotherapy is just getting over. I'll just
that's
take
fine.
5
That's
minutes.
fine. That's perfectly fine.
Start participating.
Yes. Yeah. And welcome. Vivek Sharma ji is just joining. So in case there is any disturbance from your side, please go on mute. Okay, so that we don't disturb the session. All right, good. So Vivek Sharma ji, welcome. And let's start with the agenda for today. If there are no questions, we will start with the agenda for today, right? So what we have seen so far, we have seen the first two limbs of Yam and Niyam, which are basically the do's for the world outside, how do you interact with them, and for your own self-discipline. So Yam and Niyam. Then we moved on to Asana, which is basically how to control your body posture, so that you can sit in a posture comfortably for about an hour's time. That is the main purpose of the asana, so that your body is in your control and without any discomfort, you can sit in a posture, steady, stable, silent, without moving. So that is the whole purpose of asana, right? And then we saw pranayama. Pranayama is your breath control. How do you breathe effectively? Because we know all the major toxins of our body and mind go out from our system by breath. So pranayama is very, very important when it comes to detoxification of your body and mind. That is why so much emphasis on pranayama, and there's a whole list of different kind of pranayams that we do. So that is important. We have covered that. And then we said after pranayama, we are looking inwards, turning the mind inwards and going into the higher limbs of the Ashtanga Yoga. And we looked at Pratyahara. So some highlights of Pratyahara. Basically, we are looking at what are the kind of vikars that we have in our chit. And we saw that. Kam, Krodh, Moh, Lobh, Mad, Matsar, Bhai, Rag, Dvesh, all these are basically the vikars or the negative traits or sanskars which are embedded in our chit, and they come into play and we are lost into the outside world. So we first realize when we turn our mind inwards, we find that we are not disturbed by the people or the situations in the outside world, but we are actually disturbed by the vikars in our body or in our system. And that gets triggered by the outside situation. So outside situation triggers our vikars, and then these vikars will create that disease in our body. So the culprit is not the outside world, but the vikar. So to get rid of the vikar is the main thing. That is what we realize in the Pratyahara. Everybody connecting with me so far? Yeah. And we saw different ways how we are going to not trigger these vikars. So we had three very powerful statements that we discussed in the last session. Anybody who has written it down who would like to say that? 3 strong statements. I gave you 3 statements which we had written it down so that we make our vikars dormant and they don't get activated very fast.
I am complete and whole and need no one.
Yeah. I am whole, complete and perfect, need no one, lack nothing. I lack nothing, I need nothing. So this is the first powerful statement, right? I am whole, complete, perfect, need nothing, lack nothing. Second statement. What is the second statement?
I shall operate in equanimity at all circumstances.
Yeah. I shall operate with equanimity in all situations in life. Or you can say, I will live with equanimity. Simple.
Yes.
Just a simple, bold statement you're making. I live my life with equanimity every day, day by day. So you say, today, I live my life with equanimity. Right?
Yeah.
So that was actually third statement. What is the second statement, which I said?
I'm one with divine.
I'm one with divine. Or
Yeah.
rather, I am divine.
I am divine.
Yeah. So you can say whichever way. I'm connected to the divine. I am one with divine. I am divine. So that is our basic intrinsic nature. Because humans are made in the image of God. So we are one with God. We are God. And if you follow anybody who is in the Vedanta session will proudly give a statement, Aham Brahmasmi, right? Which I normally do. So Aham Brahmasmi means I am divine. And that divine, which is one, is running through me and all the living beings. That is what it means. So I am one with the divine, and the divine is flowing through me and all the living beings. So we are all one. So there is no question of comparison. There is no question of feeling small or big as compared to others. We are all equal and we are all unique. Right? So all these things give you a very powerful foundation to start living your life powerfully without getting the vikars triggered. Making sense? So if the vikars don't get triggered, what will happen? You will be in the state of ease. Because if the vikars get triggered, you get into the state of dis-ease and leads to illness and disease and stress and whatnot, anxiety, panic, and all that stuff. So if the vikars are dormant, you will be in a state of ease. And with that ease, you can move into the higher state of consciousness or move forward into the higher limbs of yoga. That is what we are going to look at today, which is Dharna. Clear? Now, coming to Dharna. Let's have some discussion on what do you understand by Dharna. So I posted it. How many of you saw the post? कितने लोगों ने post देखा मेरा? Saw the post? Yeah. So what do you understand by Dharna? In fact, thanks Amiji. You gave a detailed explanation of what Dharna is in the group. So if somebody has read it, they would be able to relate. So anybody who would like to share, what is your understanding of what is Dharna? Anybody? कौन बताना चाहेंगे? Yes,
Yeah.
Umesh, go ahead.
See, we have to contemplate on a particular point and the focus on the vision or this what we want to achieve or fix up on a particular this one. That is the way of the dharana, what I understood.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it can be told in a spiritual language. It may be different.
No,
But
it is
it should be-
exactly the same. It is exactly what you have said.
It is focusing on the particular point of object of our total meditation.
Absolutely. Good. I won't say meditation because we have not reached meditation, but focus. So dharana basically means concentration or a focused approach. Okay. Now, now you have to relate with it. Huh? This is coming after pratyahar. So in pratyahar, what we have seen is how to silence your vikars, right? And we are now moving into action mode. Action mode means now we are starting to live life. So we will first, when we look inside, we will find out what are the kind of desires which are coming up. Based on that, only you take action, right? There are some desires which will propel you into action. Now we are going to look at in Dharna, a Dharna concentration or a focused way to manifest your desires. That is how you can look at it, right? So you're living in a materialistic world. There could be many goals in your life. How do you look at that goal and how do you go about it? How do you decide which goal is to be followed and which goal is not to be followed, or which desire is to be manifested and which desire is not to be manifested? This is the first step. And then to manifest a desire, what should be the right steps? Right means what is the steps which are in line with the universal laws? Because if you're following the universal laws, we will be following the path of dharma, the right action, the right path, right? So very, very important. After pratyahar, we are looking at a concentration. So we are looking at the focused way, how to fulfill our desires. So before this, any desire that comes up will be of which nature? What will be the nature of a desire? What could be the nature of any desire, by the way? You have already seen that. If it is of a low vibration, it would be tamasic. Tamasic is completely driven by ego, ignorance, darkness, dark energies, right? Or it could be a desire full of rajas, rajasic desire, which would be a lot of emotions, a lot of passion, okay? And one would be, the highest frequency would be of a sattvic desire, which is filled with contribution or desire to be one with the divine. That. So there are different levels of desires. All the three levels we can understand that. We will look into it in details, right? So once we identify these three desires, then we can go ahead and see, okay, how do we go ahead and fulfill this, or we do not fulfill this. So let us take an example. But before we take the example, let me also tell you what is a universal law. What is a universal law? There is a universal law of order in the universe. How many of you have heard about it? Universal law of order. You know that the whole universe is operating in order, right? There is a solar system. Of course, the solar system is also moving in the universe, but with reference to the planets and the sun, we can say the planets are moving around the sun. So Earth is moving around the sun. There is a perfect order in that. For ages and ages and ages, thousands and thousands of years, this is happening, and there has been no accident, right? So there is a perfect order in the universe. Everything is happening as per the law of order with full perfection. There is no mistake in the universe, and we are part of the universe. So there is absolutely nothing, no mistake that has happened in our evolution. So our evolution is also happening in a perfect way. And when we talk of evolution, we say right from the mineral kingdom to the plant kingdom to the animal kingdom to the human kingdom, there has been an evolution, and we have reached this stage. Now we are into the human birth. And in human birth also, there is a perfect order of evolution which is happening. So if we want to align with the universe, what should be the first thing that we need to do? Bring law of order in our life. So is your life orderly in your day-to-day activities? That would be the first step. And second, the understanding of law of order will be, जो कुछ हो रहा है बिल्कुल सही हो रहा है. Whatever is happening in life is absolutely perfect as per the universal laws. There is no mistake. You are getting in your life what you actually deserve. You will never get, by the way, what you desire. You will always get what you deserve. Everybody knows that. That is a law of order. You may desire whatever, but what are you going to get from the universe? What you actually desire, what you actually deserve. How many of you can digest this statement first? If you're going through a bad patch, this could be very, very tough. You will say, oh, what do you mean? I deserved so much of failure. No. I deserved so much of thrashing from my boss. No. So it will be difficult for you to accept this if you're going through a bad phase, but that is the truth. You have to understand the law. You have to accept the situations. Then only you can change it. Yes? How many of you can connect with what I'm saying? And if you need any discussion, please raise your hand and speak out, right? Yes. So, law of order. Everything is perfect the way it is happening. So let me give you a more detailed explanation. The kind of health I am having right now, or the kind of illness that I am having right now, is exactly what I deserve. The kind of people in my life, my boss, my wife, my children, my siblings, my parents, this is exactly the relationship which I deserve. That is why they are like that right now. If my neighbors are fighting with me, if there is a court case on, if there is a property dispute, if there is a police case on, if you are running around to hospitals with injury and disease, this is the life that you deserve right now. I'm not saying you're going to deserve this tomorrow also. No. Right now, this is what it is. Because the vibration at which you are vibrating now, your energy level now, your consciousness now, deserves only this kind of life. So how many of you can first accept this? Let me know. How many of you can accept this?
All I can accept.
Yes. So if you can accept this, at least you have clarity about how the life is operating. then you can do something to change it. Otherwise, you keep resisting it and the situations will keep on persisting. Because if you don't accept this, then you are resisting it. Nahi, mere ko ye nahi chahiye. Mere ko aisa boss nahi chahiye. I don't need such kind of a boss. I don't need such kind of neighbor. I don't need such kind of parents. I don't need such kind of partner. What will happen? That partner's behavior will keep the same, will remain the same. You keep on resisting him or her, and the behavior and the partner remains the same. How many of us have witnessed this? For 20 years, you're trying to change the partner and the partner is still the same. He still irritates you and you still get furious with him or her. Right? What is the problem here? Law of order ko nahi samjha aapne. You have not understood the law of order. Your vibrations are not changed. Your consciousness has not moved an inch. That is why the same kind of behavior from people, same situation, same financial crisis, same breakdowns in marriage. Making sense? So if you want to change your life situations, what is the thing that you need to do first? First, understand there is a law of order. Whatever is happening right now is the perfect thing that is happening to me. But having said that, right now I can change that course of my life or improve the situations. By what? Not by changing the people outside, but by changing my inside world and raising the vibrations of my consciousness. How do you do that? Yes, there are many methods. That is what we are learning here. You do yoga, you do pranayam, you do meditation, and your frequency vibrations go up. You free your chit from all the vikars, your vibrations go up. आप अपने चित्त में से विकार को हटा दीजिए, आपकी वाइब्रेशन इतनी हाई हो जाएगी that all the people in your life would look like angels, or the same person will behave like an angel. I'm not saying that people will go and new people will come. Of course, in some situation that might also happen. But in general, the same people will show a different behavior. How many of you have realized it? How many of you have experienced it in life? The same boss who was looking like a Hitler became a friend in my life.
Yes.
Same neighbors who were having a police case with me became friends. Right? So you have to understand, as your vibration increases, your outside world changes. That is why we talk of spiritual evolution. That is why we talk of sadhana. That is what we talk of sadhana, seva, and satsang. How does it improve your quality of divinity? You raise your consciousness, your life changes. Right? So, Umesh, anything you would like to share very specific about what was your experience of your increased vibration? How did it change?
Yeah, of course, it's a small 1 minute story. When I was working as some company as a deputy general manager, there was one guy, he is a union leader. People are so much scared of even talking to him. They were telling he has even committed murders. Then I was in that company. Then I was thinking, shall I was not accepting that. He is also a human being. He must have done mistake. Then I tried this particular way of my handling with a reverence. And one fine day, I found him. He is a totally transformed person. And what happened since I was to go abroad, I got a job, and I resigned that company. And you believe or not, that person, when I had been to the market, all of a sudden my father was with him, with me. Somebody came and held my legs in the market. Oh God, that same union leader, sir, you are resigned. You are the pillar of this company. Why do you want to go, sir? You only the thought person. I am a human being. You are the first person you thought. Then I was in tears. This is several of my experience. This is one experience which touched me a lot. And my father told me, what magic you have done to that person. He told me, no, nothing else. I gave him a love. I gave him a respect. I gave this one. And by this one, anything can be done. I told my father.
Perfect. Very good example. And that is actually how you transform your life and your relationships. What you gave has to come back to you. You gave love and respect, you are bound to get love and respect back.
Yes, sir. It happens.
Yes, that is law of giving and receiving. It is a universal law. It has to happen. Right? It is like cause and effect. law of karma. It has to happen, right? So, and law of attraction, basically, law of attraction, and that is what we are going to discuss today. How do you manifest your desires? Is by law of attraction, and you are a magnet. And when I say raise your frequency, I'm just saying what kind of a magnet you are. If you are a magnet of a, suppose if you are a victim magnet, what will happen? All the life situations, all the people in your life will be happening in such a way that you will experience yourself as a victim. Why? Because you are a victim magnet. So if you are a master magnet, what will happen? All the situations in your life and people will come in such a way that you experience that you are a master in your life. Trying to understand what I'm trying to say? This is law of attraction. You attract what you are. You don't attract what you want. जो आप हो वही आप attract करोगे. If you are full of anger, you will only invite enemies, no? अंदर विकार आपका गुस्से का है तो आप angry magnet हो गए हो. So if you are an angry magnet, you will attract only anger. Yes or no? So what kind of people you will invite? All the neighbors will come and put a dharna, do a dharna at your door, and you will come out with a axe in your hand, or a lathi in your hand, or a revolver in your hand. So it is all violence. Why? Because anger magnet will only attract anger and hostility. And if you're a peaceful magnet, what will happen? The same people will come with folded hands, touch your feet, like Umeshi shared. They will garland you, and they will give you a sweet box, and they will say, "Aap jaisa Mahatma koi nahi hai." Right? I have experienced this in my life. Yes. Get that? Umeshi, like just like Umeshi, people who were enemies. When I started teaching yoga, the same people came in the park and they were attending my yoga classes, and they will touch my feet and say, "We never understood who you are. Sorry for everything, whatever we created." And it was all a great journey. So now understand what I'm trying to say. There is a perfect order in the universe. There is a perfect order in everything. There are no mistakes in the universe. Nobody has come into your life by mistake. You have a karmic relationship with them, and there is a karmic debt and bondage, and that is what you are fulfilling. Making sense? So that is the law of order. Everybody okay with that? Clear?
Yes.
Good. Now, having understood what is the universal law, now let us look at the desire which we were talking about. So suppose I have a desire, a tamasic desire. Okay, somebody give me an example. I can definitely keep on saying. Let's have some participation. So give me a desire which is full of tamas, lowest vibration. The desire of a demon king, possibly. Ravan ho sakta hai. Any desire of a Ravan. Kidnap karo, utha ke le aao. Duryodhan, tamasic, right? So give me an example of tamasic desire. Anybody from your life? Don't give it general. General to मैंने बता ही दिया. Duryodhan हो सकता है, कुछ और हो सकता है. So what is the tamasic desire in your life? Any desire? Any desire? But let me tell you, tamasic desire is something which you have decided that you are never going to do it. Okay? Because we are already on the spiritual journey, so it is like not interested. Yeah. Sylvia, you kuch keh rahe the? No. Who was saying that? Somebody was saying something?
Yeah, I was saying the desire to eat.
Desire to eat is not tamasic.
Eat overeat.
Yeah, even that is not tamasic. That is rajasic.
Okay.
That is rajasic.
Oh, okay.
So मजा आ रहा है ना? मजा आ रहा है, 4 पराठे खाऊंगा अभी मैं, 10 गुलाब जामुन खाऊंगा, मजा आएगा. मजा आ रहा है तो राजसिक है, मजा आ रहा है ना उसमें. खाना, overeating, oversleeping, all this is rajasic. But if you're lazy after that, that will be tamasic. Okay, you need to understand it's a combination. मैंने पूरा पेट भर के खा लिया.
The desire for revenge.
Correct. So what kind of a revenge? Whom you want to shoot? किसको गोली मारनी है?
When I feel wrong, then I have very fantasies of doing lot of violence. Only fantasies.
Yeah. So you stop it at the thought level, correct? But there is a desire. Now
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you.
But I enjoy thinking. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we have now got a live example now, because I don't want to keep on repeating what I felt. So there is a desire, there is a person XYZ, जो भी है. That person is really tormenting you, making you miserable, making you suffer, and you want to shoot that guy. कि ये मर जाए, बाकी मेरी दुनिया में बहुत अच्छी है. Only this guy needs to be dead. उसको गोली मार दे कोई, तो मैं उसे गोली मार दूं अगर, तो मेरी जिंदगी बहुत अच्छी हो जाएगी. Right?
Okay.
So I'm taking it a bit
Not
fast.
so bad, but yeah, I wish I could burn the house, weird things.
Okay, so that is even worse. तो घर भी जला रहे हो, उसको भी जला रहे हो, उसके बीवी बच्चे होंगे वो भी जला रहे हैं.
But it's only a fantasy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you need to understand, when you are having this thought, now the moment that thought is there, you will say, "Ha, ho gaya kaam," kind of a thing. So you get some kind of a sadistic pleasure within you, and then you say, "Okay, done." But given a chance, will you ever do it?
No. I get that feeling, and they say, "How stupid!" And you should not think that
That's
way.
fine.
This
So
ends over there.
immediately we put a no to it. This is
Yes,
a
yes,
forbidden action, and that is why this desire is a tamasic desire, which you would say no. This is called nivriti marg. Understand this. Nivriti marg means as soon as the desire comes, you will say no, not interested. I'm not going to do it. Okay.
Yes, never
But
going down that path.
5 seconds, 10 seconds, you can daydream about it. मजा आ गया, चलो उसको जिंदा जला दिया, चलो खत्म, कहानी खत्म, kind of a thing, right? But then you come back and say, no, I don't want to do that, and I'll never do it, right? Like for example, if I'm going through a financial crisis, there was a time, so I thought, like 1 crore 5 crore रुपए चाहिए, कहाँ से लाऊं, बच्चे को किडनैप कर लेते हैं, किसी का अमीर बाप दे ही देगा. ये thought came. Then the next thought was,
So I lost my mobile. I lost my mobile a few days ago, and then I had this fantasy. I had a lot of trouble with the police not helping, and then I had this fantasy that I should steal a mobile now, just to feel better.
Just to make up for your loss, है ना? मेरा नुकसान कर दिया तो मैं भी किसी का नुकसान करके उठा के लाऊंगा, kind of a thing. Yeah. So, but these are thoughts we know very well. I'm not going to steal. I'm not going to commit murder. I'm not going to kidnap anybody.
Not at all. I laugh at it.
So
I laugh at it immediately.
Yeah, I just want to highlight what is tamasic desire. So this is a tamasic desire.
Yes.
It might come up, it will rise, and it will go, and you will not take any action on it. Right?
Yes.
This is called nivriti marg.
Yes.
You don't indulge in it. This is one kind of a desire. So tamasic desires, understand how do you handle this. You can entertain that for a few seconds, get the sadistic pleasure out of it, and then discard it immediately. Get that? So this is called a tamasic desire, and the freedom from there is attained by nivriti marg. Nivriti is no, simple no.
Okay.
Now we come to the next level. So everybody clear what I'm trying to say? I'm just telling you how do you identify which desire has to be manifested. Because we are looking at dharana. Dharana is power of concentration, focused way to manifest your desire. So which desire are you going to manifest? Not the tamasic ones. Tamasic ones will come, just discard it. No, not interested. Then you come to the rajasic one. Okay. Now rajasic one is what? Like you shared in the first sentence. मेरे को 4 आलू के पराठे खाने हैं. Simple है ना? Simple है. हाँ, खा लेते हैं. चलो. Let me overindulge it today and let me eat a aloo ka paratha plus dahi plus makhan plus whatever you can think of. Huh? So that is a great meal. That is my favorite. So I see aloo ka paratha, I wanted to eat 2, I eat 4. Rajasic pleasure, right? But is that any harm to anybody else? No, I just wanted to overindulge in it. ठीक है. आज छुट्टी का दिन है, 2 घंटे की जगह 5 घंटे सोऊंगा. Get that? So again, this is a kind of a rajasic pleasure. So whenever you are stuck in the world of senses, either eat or watch TV, 2 movie, आज 3 movie देखूंगा, चलो सुबह से सिर्फ movie देखूंगा आज कुछ और नहीं करना. पहले शोले देखूंगा, फिर दीवार देखूंगा, फिर हमारे पर एंथनी देखूंगा. That is how I used to do that before. So watch 3 movies today, nothing else to do. So this is what? This is rajasic, right? After that, I got so tired and so lazy that I slept off. Now this has come down to tamasic now. Laziness is part of tamasic behavior. You get my point? But rajasic is what? Basically, you will indulge in it. So here also you can say sometimes you can put a moderation. or you can say no overindulging. एक पराठा खा ले, दो खा ले, चार नहीं मिलेंगे. So you are putting a control on it, which is okay. Then your intellect is still operative. In that, so there is a moderation switch which you can use to control the Rajasic. Rajasic desires, you will indulge. This is called Pravritti Marg. What is it called? Pravritti Marg. So there are two ways. Nivritti Marg, no, I'm not going to do it. Pravritti Marg, yes, I'm going to do it. Indulge in it moderately or excessively, whichever way I want. And then outgrow it. Okay. Now, what do you mean by outgrow it? पहले तो indulge कर लिया, पराठे खा लिए, अब रोज खा लिए पराठे, रोज एक गुलाब जामुन खा रहा हूँ, 2 खा रहा हूँ, 3 खा रहा हूँ, 10 खा रहा हूँ. Now you have to understand the fact behind it or the reality behind the paratha. If I give you 2 paratha, you say, ठीक है, 4 खाने, 4 खा ले. उसके बाद कहते बस नहीं, अब तो एक और खा. Now I take a pistol, put it on your head, eat more paratha. 2 more. Now it has become 6. Now I say eat, keep eating, otherwise I'll shoot you. Now what happens? You will eat 8, and then what happens? You will vomit the whole thing. So excess of anything is going to give you pain. Pleasure भी excess में हो जाएगा तो pain देगा. Okay, forget the shooting incident. You just keep on eating gulab jamun, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. What will happen? At some point of time, you will start vomiting. And if anybody who is in the habit of drinking knows. We have seen people who are in the habit of drinking. They drink, and then they keep vomiting. So excess of pleasure will lead to pain. So Rajasic pleasures are like that. Rajasic desires are like that. So if you indulge in it at some point of time, maybe that day, maybe next day, maybe after 1 month, maybe after 1 year, you will say enough, yaar, ab nahi karna. Outgrow karte. Right? It's like how many of us have played like the game of children when we were 10 years, 12 years. No? A lot of games that we have played. No? Now to name a few, I used to play kanche. Marbles, you know, marbles. कितने लोगों ने देखा है? Marbles. So Pithu and all these games that we used to play, kite flying, right? Now, does that interest me now? No, I've outgrown it. No, I don't need to play that games now. Not because the games were bad, but because I don't need it now. So right now, if you ask me, I will say I have done that. I've already done that. Not interested. So right now, it would be a Nivritti Marg for me. But right now, if you ask me whether you want to move in the outside world tour, yes, interested. I will indulge in it. Outgrow it and then overcome it. So desires which you will involve yourself, have enough of it, and then outgrow it. This is the evolution path. But what you have to understand is, for tamasic desires, you will say no, Nivritti Marg. For Rajasic ones, you will say yes, indulge in moderation or excessively, and then outgrow it. Clear? Everybody clear on this? So this is how you need to check your desires and then go ahead and manifest it. But the most ideal ones where you have no questions, which are like the moment you think about it, it has to be a yes. That is the sattvic desires. Desire to move on your spiritual journey. Get up at 5 o'clock and do your sadhana of yoga, meditation, pranayama, walking, aerobics, gym. Again, as per your body structure, as per your capacity, you will do that, right? These are yes. Sattvic desires are always yes, because it brings you on the path of spiritual journey. So this you have to do with a firm resolve. Make a schedule, make a routine, and practice, practice, practice. Could be spiritual healing, in my case. Not a single day in the last 20, 25 years, I would say. Not a single day when I have not done healing. Yeah. So that is my sadhana. So you will decide what are the desires which will help you in the spiritual journey and make a firm resolve to do it. That is your sattvic desire. Always you will put that on priority. Having done the sadhana or the sattvic desires to be fulfilled first on priority, then you can take some time out, have a break in between, and then do some rajasic desires. But any point of time, I will never say yes to any tamasic desire, because that will pull me down on my spiritual journey. Making sense? Everybody connecting? So very important that we list out and categorize our desires into the 3 categories. And then we will see how to focus. So once we know what are the desires to be manifested, now you can use the power of dharana or concentration to manifest the desired results. So before I move forward, any questions till now? Anything that you are not clear about, please go ahead and ask. Anything that is not clear? Any questions? Yes.
The second desire that what is it called? Rajsik.
Rajasic, yeah. Because
Okay.
this is the quality of the mind, right? Mind, there are 3 gunas. Tamasic gun, tamas, tamasic gun, which is darkness, which is ego. Rajasic is all emotions, right? But it is all pleasures. It's about your sense pleasures, right?
But when, if we indulge in these desires, let's say we don't overdo any desire. Overdo करने के बाद हम थक जाते हैं, or we, let's say we get over it. But what if we have these desires from time to time and enjoy it and don't overdo it and move on to another desire? So
correct.
anything wrong in that?
No, nothing. That's what I said. You fulfill
Nothing
your
wrong.
desires. And that is how we will see how to fulfill that. That is what we are going to look at. That
Okay.
is what we are going to look at now. How to fulfill these desires. That is what is dharana. Okay, so you need perfect health. It's a good desire. Go ahead and fulfill it. You need good wealth. Yes, do that. You need career. You need a promotion. You need a great relationship. You need to enjoy your life. All this is your desires. You will manifest it. These are rajasic. And
Only
along
if
with
we
it,
overdo it, then it causes.
if you overdo it, you will fall into the tamasic level, because you will become lazy, and then you will become, so you will waste your time, right? That will be tamasic. So you have to understand, keep it in moderation, so that it is in the level of rajasic. And slowly you will see, you will outgrow it, and you will leave that. Okay, so you will outgrow it. So pravritti marg is always like that. You will enjoy it, and even just like that, you understand when you eat or when you enjoy going to abroad. पहले ट्रिप में बड़ा मजा आएगा, दूसरे ट्रिप में थोड़ा कम आएगा, तीसरे में और कम आएगा. कोई 100 ट्रिप मार चुका है, जाना ही नहीं है यार, बोर है, right? So you understand it will not be a great charm later on. So the desires will come down in the intensity level. Then one day you will say, not interested in gulab jamun, right? And this gulab jamun is a symbol of anything that you can think of, right? It could be partying, it could be moving around the world, it could be whatever, mountaineering, it could be swimming, whatever you are passionate about, right? Yes, but then you have to balance the rajasic desires with the sattvic ones. Sattvic ones are moving you in the spiritual journey. For that, you need to have a firm resolve, a perfect routine, and regular practice. Then along with that, if you keep doing rajasic, you will be balanced. Because otherwise what will happen, rajasic se tamasic mein aane mein bahut time nahi lagta. So you have to understand, from a rajasic, you have to move upward to the sattva, sattvic ones. If you fall, you will come to the tamasic one. So you have to keep that in mind. That is why sattva is very, very important to bring your spiritual journey, momentum in your spiritual journey. You have to have sattvic desires. How do you contribute to people? What are you doing to contribute to people? Right? So if you're doing a lot of seva, along with that, you have some personal agenda of gaining wealth, which is okay. But if you only want to gain wealth and no contribution to people, very soon you will become selfish and you will do something to hurt others, and you will come into the tamasic level. So you have to understand which desires, the quality of your desires, you have to keep monitoring so that you are not falling into the trap. So Sylvia, did I explain myself? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Good.
Yes.
Very good. Now let us quickly look at how do you fulfill your desires, which means what are the desires. Now we have seen what are the desires which are important for you to manifest in your life. So let's have some examples. What are the kind of desires that you're working on right now? Look into your life and see what are the kind of desires that you want. How many of us want perfect health, good health, maybe free from disease, maybe perfect body, maybe losing a few inches, losing a few kilos, eating a good diet, getting a good sleep, no life without medicines, all this is part of perfect health. So this is a manifestation of perfect health. How many of you want increment, promotion, little more income in your career? Yeah, so wealth is important. Or if you from more properties, 3 BHK or a 5 BHK, whatever is your next goal. Yeah, so all these are relating to wealth, property, car, badi car chahiye, huh? Not a Mercedes, but yeah, still, you know, no harm in wishing a Mercedes also. But if that is a desire, it is a desire. Yes, you want to indulge in it. Yes, go ahead, indulge. Pravarti mar. Right? So this is to be manifested. How many of you want great relationships in life? And especially with your partner, romantic relationship, right? Yes, perfect. So these are things that are must for you because you will experience love, peace, and joy in this. Yes or no? So definitely you need to manifest this. So what will be the method to manifest it? And that is why we say the second law, which I said, law of order is the first one. Second order is law of attraction. How do you manifest desires in your life is law of attraction. Because you attract what you are. You don't attract what you want. Everybody clear on this? You will never get what you desire. You will only get what you deserve. So by your spiritual healing or by your various kind of sadhanas, you are going to improve your level of deserving so that you get more desires fulfilled in your life. Now, this is a powerful statement. If you can understand that, great. If you have any questions, please ask. Everybody clear? Okay, good. So now let us look at how to manifest the desire. So somebody tell me. Most of you have been.
You have to.
Okay. Good.
Is it that just a general idea of is it that you have to be that first to receive that? Like if I want love, I have to be able to. If I want a good friend, I have to first be a good friend.
Yeah, you can look at it that way also.
Want love, I have to be.
Okay. Yes, you can do that. You can think like that. It's a good one. So if you want to have something, first be. So the domain is always being, doing, and having. We always say this, right? If you want, whenever you are desiring something, it is in the having domain because you want to experience it, correct? You have an experience. So if you are desiring something, you want to have an experience, which means it is in the having domain. Anything in the having domain will come from the being domain. So very good, Kiranji, what you said. So if you want happiness in your life, be happy. Put the being first. But that is theoretical. Let me put it in a practical way. Practical way kya hoga? Suppose you want to simply manifest good health. Let us look at that. So first of all, there should be an affirmation. First of all, you need to understand whether is it possible for you. Because some people are very clear that they deserve only illness. If you're in a victim mode, you will say, no, mere ko to, hey Bhagwan, utha le. I can't live a happy life. I can never be happy. I don't deserve any happiness. I am very pathetic. I am miserable. I deserve all the sorrows in life. So if you are in a victim mode, you will never be happy. You will never be healthy. First of all, you need to understand that also. You have to break your ego patterns and then have a very clear affirmation. I deserve good health. So सबसे पहले सोचिए. First you think. Do you really think that you deserve good health? Are you worthy of good health? Yes. Are you worthy of love? Yes. Answers should be yes. Then only you can manifest it. Because if you are a victim inside, you can't become a winner outside. You can't manifest a great result if you are being a victim or a loser. How many of us have experienced that in life? If you are behaving like a failure, if you are convinced that I am a failure, you will never be successful in life. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Then you will attract, because if it is already a failure, then you will never have success in your having. In your language, right? So if you want to be successful, you need to be a winner first. You can fail a couple of times, that is fine. But who you are being is a winner. Then only you will win. Experience winning. But if you are being a failure, you will always lose. There is no question of winning. If you are a winner, you will fail and you will win, but there are chances of winning. Get my point? Good. So when you manifest, how do you manifest? Give me an affirmation for good health. Sylvia ji, give me an affirmation for good health. If you want to manifest good health, what will you say?
I am healthy.
I am healthy. Very
I
good.
deserve good health.
No, I don't desire now. Simply say, because affirmation means a declaration to the universe. So you never say I want. I want is a feeling of lack.
I say like this, is my point. By the grace of God, I'm healthy, perfect in all respects.
Very good. Very good. So I am perfectly healthy.
Healthy and perfect in all respects.
So I'll keep it simple. So I'm enjoying perfect health. Can we say that?
Yes.
I enjoy perfect health. Yeah, I am enjoying perfect health. So first rule is the statement has to be in the present tense or the present continuous tense. The statement has to be in the present and present continuous tense. Okay. There should not be any negations, which means there should not be any no or a not.
Yes.
Shashi, what if we say I'm grateful for the good health, or I'm grateful?
Leave that. Just simply say what you want first. I will come to that.
Okay.
That is the second part. We will put that in the second part. Okay. First part is what you want, declare. I am enjoying perfect health. Yeah, I enjoy perfect health. I enjoy perfect wealth. I enjoy great relationships with people. Clear? Very simple statements. Very clear. No doubts. So, first thing, present tense. Second, no negations. No use of no or not. Amit, coming to you once again. And third, really feel that happening in your life right now. It should not be just a theory. You should feel that, yes, it is coming to me, it is happening, I deserve it, and I love it. Right? And then be grateful to God for that. So you say, thank you, Divine, for that. And then you leave the results to the Divine. Divine magic be done. So even if you're suffering from some disease right now, you will not focus on the disease, you will focus on health. Because you want to manifest health. Or do you want to manifest illness? What do you want to manifest? Health, right? So we talk of health. Even if you are suffering from some injury in the feet, even if you are suffering from some heart disease or whatever, any kind of illness or a disease, forget about it. What you're going to focus? Perfect health. Right? So if you ask me what I say normally, Shashi enjoys perfect health, perfect wealth, and perfect relationships with all people. So it is, thank you, divine magic be done. Simple. Present tense, no negations, simple statement of what I want, and then I thank the divine for it and leave the results to the divine and take actions. Then come to the action level. So I'm very clear, focused, full concentration on this affirmation. I can say that by heart, right? Or otherwise I need to read that at least 8 times in the morning, 8 times at night, because it has to be drilled into the subconscious mind. Conscious mind and subconscious mind should say the same thing. And then you thank the divine and leave the results to the divine. That is how you manifest.
Shashi, can you please give me example of no negation?
No negation means I will not say I'm not suffering from any disease. So I'm using a word not. Don't do that. If I'm not suffering from disease, I will enjoy perfect health. Simply say I enjoy perfect health. Simple. I am not facing any debts. No. I enjoy perfect wealth. Simple. Yes, Nikita ji.
Some time ago when we were talking about law of attraction, I think Sanjeev sir said not to mention debts.
Not to mention?
Debts.
Debt?
Debts, borrowing money.
That's what I said. Don't say debts. Just say, I said not use debts. Don't
Ah.
say debts. Say wealth. I enjoy perfect wealth.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I said. Don't say I will not have any debts. Don't say I will not suffer from poverty. No, I enjoy abundance of money.
Can you use like this, sir? I enjoy perfect health, happiness, and in peace. Like this, we can have a statement.
I live in abundance of love, peace, and joy. Simple.
Yeah.
I live in abundance of love, peace, and joy.
Joy.
Whatever you want to add.
And health component also I will put.
So you can say I enjoy perfect health. See, I normally write it this way. You can write whichever way you want. I say health, wealth, and relationships, and abundance of love, peace, and joy. That is what my statement is, standard, which I use. You can use whichever way you want. Yes, Amitji, you wanted to say something. Go ahead.
Yeah, so that time I was trying to say that when we started this discussion, so you remember that statement, kai jagah use ho chuki hai, consider it is done. Yeah. So when we say consider it is done, I don't know if you remember that video also where I talked about when we talk about miracles, kaise desire kaise manifest karte hain, to that 3-pillar manifestation process, जिसमें second है inclusion of potential losers, और third है more gratitude than prayers. But I think वो धारणा के दायरे से बाहर चला जाता है. But
नहीं वही है धारणा वही है. Same thing.
So
see, it is an affirmation. In an affirmation, you say what you want, and then you thank the divine, and then you leave all the results to the divine. That's it. Simple है. वही है. आपने जो कहा वही है. Exactly वही है.
So I think मैं एक example लेता हूँ. Consider it is done का वो मान लेना पड़ता है कि वो जो चीज हम चाहते हैं वो हो गई है. For example, I always give an example that if there is a lottery that we have all bought, somebody has bought, and he knows the lottery ka ticket, the draw will be announced on the 10th of the month. So somebody who's bought the ticket, let's say he has to buy a car, and on the 5th, or let's say a few days before, he books the car assuming that he will get the lottery. So I think that kind of confidence that he will surely win the lottery, and taking action from that assumption. And obviously there has to be maybe some minor calculation, but largely we take more, we kind of step back from those situations, but do not take risk. But when we say consider it is done, it should also be reflecting in the actions. And this example of this lottery and buying the car in advance is just one of the examples, but our action should also start moving in that direction instead of just being at the mind and this or the soul level.
Yes, you're absolutely perfect. In fact, many of the sportsmen who are practicing for their race and all that, they always have been told to visualize. It is called power of visualization, creative visualization, that you have already won, you have already come and you are holding the Wimbledon crown in your hands. So they prepare the speech also, holding the Wimbledon cup. Maybe an old cup they will hold, and then they will give the speech as if then the feeling is there. So it becomes as if it is already happened. It is called act as if. It's a very powerful distinction. Very good. So, but when you're writing the affirmation, you will write that in the present for anything which is continuous in your life. If there is a particular event, then you say it has been done. Right? If somebody has passing the 10th exam. So when my son was preparing for the exam, I said he has studied well and has passed the board exams and got perfect results. Has got perfect results, and that was way before the exam happened. So it has happened. Particular event you can say has happened, but in general you will write it in present, right? So if you want perfect health, which is continuously for you want in life, right? Perfect health, you again want that continuously in life. Or relationships, these are continuous happening. So you will write that in the present tense. Making sense, everybody? Samaji, thank you for adding that value. Good. All right, any question? So that is how you manifest results. So now coming to Dharna and moving forward to the next step, and we are just crossed the time, so I'll take another 5 minutes to close down, right? We have looked at Dharna, and in Dharna, what we have seen is there are 3 aspects of, 3 elements, I would say. One is you, or a person, me, as a jiva. One is the desire, and one is the divine. All of you can connect with it. I am there, divine is there, and my desire is there.
Correct.
So there are 3 aspects or 3 elements in Dharna. As you move ahead in the next step, what will happen? Once you finish all the objects of your desire, what will happen after that? The desire part will move away. Now, suppose, imagine you have fulfilled, manifested all the desires. Of course, it is a theoretical assumption, but let's assume all the desires are being manifested. You know how to manifest with the law of attraction, with the law of being, and you have become a perfect magnet and you're enjoying everything great in your life. Now what happens? So you have fulfilled all the desires. Whatever you can think of, you have fulfilled. Now what? If you're moving forward on the spiritual journey, you will move to Dhyan. Next step that we're going to look at is Dhyan. What will happen? The one element of desires is gone. And now you say you transform that desire to the desire of the divine, because there is nothing else. Right? So the Jiva now says, I have achieved whatever I wanted to achieve in the materialistic world or in whichever world. So there are no desires left. So now I desire you, the divine. Out of that desire for the divine, you will move ahead to the next level of Dhyan, which is very, very powerful. So in Dharana, there are three elements: I, the desire, and the divine. In Dhyan, there are two. I am there, the divine is there. And then we move forward on the Dhyan and we reach Samadhi, there is only one. So you see that progress. In Dharana, you move from 3 to 2 in Dhyan and to 1 in Samadhi. That is called Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. That is the progress that we talk of in Ashtanga Yoga.
In Samadhi, what is left? Only divine is left. No desire, not I.
There is only one. Either you are there or divine is there. It is the same.
Oh yeah, correct. It is perfect.
There is only one. Correct? There is oneness. So there are no two. There is only oneness. That is Samadhi. So in Samadhi, there is oneness. In Dhyan, there are two, because the Jiva is in Dhyan to meet with the divine. In Dharana, in between the Jiva and the divine, there is a desire, which you are manifesting, or which you are getting free from it, either by Nivritti Marg or by Pravritti Marg. So you understand the journey, what you are into. The soul on the spiritual journey is moving from Dharana to Dhyan to Samadhi. That will be the progress. But making sure that it is not going down to the tamasic level, fulfilling the rajasic level, outgrowing it and getting established in Sattva, doing only sattvic desires. That is the journey that we are in. So now that is a Gyan for today, and we have already overshot the time. So I'll take another 2 minutes to take some sharing. Any questions? Anybody want to ask something? Please go ahead. Anybody? Any questions? No questions? Then what are you taking away from the session today? One line each. Those who would like to share.
For me, I think the last 3 things.
Huh?
For me, I think the last 3 things that Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi, where there are 3 and 2 and then 1. I had not seen it from this perspective. So very, very, very nice way to put more organized way to put it across. Yeah. Okay, this is what I'm thinking.
So we will continue with our a quick recap next time with the Dharana, in case you have any kind of, because I think we have already covered this in various other programs. We have done this in detail. That's why I thought one session would be sufficient. But in case you people think that it is required, we can look into the manifestation of desires. We can spend some time on that before we move into Dhyan, because Dhyan will take a lot of time. So we need 2 sessions for that, right? Dhyan is all about meditation techniques. How do you meditate? What happens in meditation? And how do you go beyond meditation? Because that is the only stage we can talk of. We can't talk of Samadhi. Samadhi is all theoretical. It will be a different journey for each one, right? So we can only discuss in Dhyan, which we will start in the next session, right? Before that, any questions? Anything that you want to know? Anything that you want to ask? Please go ahead. What are you taking away? Okay, give me the takeaway. Amit ji ne to bata diya. And let me ask Kiran ji first. Kiran ji, since you are attending the second time, what is your takeaway this time? Anything that you are going away with from the session? Anything you would like to share? And Bhuvan, Tamil Nadu. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Kiran ji.
Yes. That I can manifest whatever I want in life.
Mhm.
by becoming it.
Yeah. So you can manifest anything that you want by becoming it. Okay. By starting from the being domain. Got it? Perfect. So that is understanding.
And affirmations, like suppose I have a habit which I want to come out of, then I start affirming that I am out of it already.
No, don't do that. What will happen if you come out of it? Think that way. What will happen if you break that habit, come out of it? What will happen? What will you experience? Think about that. So if it is love, if it is peace,
Okay.
if it is joy, if it is health, what it is? Pinpoint that first.
Okay.
And then say you
Okay.
are attained that. Okay. So forget about the illness, forget about the habit. Look at what you want to manifest.
Okay. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So if you want, like for
Yes,
example, if
yes,
somebody
got
says,
it.
I want a 5 BHK. Okay, I want a 5 BHK. So you say, Shashi has got a 5 BHK flat and lives happily with his family. That is important. That is unsaid, right? You don't want to
Yes.
you don't want to buy a 5 BHK and then jump out of the window and commit suicide, right? So you need to understand, if you want a 5 BHK, you want to live happily with your family. That is understood. So you add that. I will get that
Okay.
5 BHK and I will be happy. So happiness is what you want. Okay, that is a
Yes.
media that you want to go through. Fine. So if I leave that habit of maybe smoking for me, like it was. So if I give up that habit of smoking, I will experience being powerful in life, that I have overcome a habit. So I am becoming powerful. So I will say Shashi has become powerful and he is free from all the addictions, or he is free from all kind of dependencies. He needs nothing, he lacks nothing. Simple. That is the kind of affirmation I will
So
have.
for me, it's sleep, but sleeping on time and getting, so that would be health.
Yeah. So you say, Kiran lives a disciplined life. Disciplined life will bring the timing in and enjoys perfect health.
Okay.
Simple,
Okay.
right? Disciplined life में अब आप decide कर लो कितने बजे उठना है. What time do you want to wake up? Fix that. Law of order. Bring law of order in your life. That's it. You are living a disciplined life. You are enjoying perfect health, full of energy. So laziness खत्म हो गया ना. Yeah, and you're full of energy the whole day. That way. So you can manifest it. Right? Good. Okay, so good,
Okay.
good, Kiranji. Thank you for sharing that. Anybody else? Sylvia ji, what are you taking away?
Affirmations is what I was because while when one is doing the law of attraction, probably saying it wrongly. So I became present to the fact that how it has to be said. That's one thing.
In fact, most of the people here have participated in my healers program or Vedanta program, where teaching how to write the affirmation is one of the very primary things that we do, right? So how to write an affirmation, how to manifest that in life is something that we learn. So Nikita ji, Amit ji, and many others have already done it, right? So that's why it was coming to me very naturally, and everybody does it easily. But if you're not been doing that, in case you need any kind of support, just give me a call and I'll send you the affirmations, right? Not a problem. All right, good, Sylvia ji. Nikita ji, what are you taking away? Anything that you felt?
I think what I learned tonight is about doing the sadhana, being in the sattvic thing. And then after that, if you still want to indulge in anything that's rajasic, it's still allowed.
Yeah, in moderation, right?
Yeah.
But you have to make sure that you go up, don't come down. That is why sattva is very important. Sattva will always pull you up. Tamas will always bring you down. So if there is no balance in sattva, the rajasic because rajasic is all fluctuating. It will go up or down. Positive emotions will take you to sattva, negative emotions will take you to tamas. So you have to understand that rajas is very volatile. You can't stay there. So if the rajas is negative, it will take you to tamas. So you have to take care of that. So the only way to balance is from rajas, move to sattva. Move up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
good. Very good. And in terms of chakras, we will see that in the Saturday session. So I'll explain you that, right? All right, good. So with this, we come to the end of the session, and my apologies. I've taken 15 minutes more today, just because of the flow of things. But I hope this was okay and valuable for all. So thank you very much for your participation. Enjoy a great day, enjoy a great life. And for those who have missed out, they will see the recordings tomorrow morning. I will upload that and put that in the group, right? So you can share it with your friends. So thank you very much. Enjoy a great day, enjoy a great week, and we come back next week again. Brahmasmi.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Take care. Good night.
Good night.